So this week on Furry Friendzy it is Christmas DIYs, and there have been lots of awesome DIYs so far. Mostly we've been doing like treat things and chew things, but we thought it'd be cool to make Christmas pet safe cookies.
And here are some of the ingredients.
So to make these cookies you are going to need a 1/4 cup of your pet's dry food. So here we've got, for the guinea pigs, this is the JR Farm grain-free, I was going to say grainless, JR Farm grain-free complete guinea pig food. For the hamsters, this is the Science Selective Complete. And for the cats, this is the Porta 21 grain-free. That's why I'm thinking grain-free. One's grainless and one's grain-free, even though it means the same thing. That's what they're called. So these all each individually make one batch. We're just kind of showing you the different ones that we're using for the different pet type treats. So for each batch, to actually bind it all together, this looks really gross, but it is 1/4 of an apple and 1/4 of a banana. We just blitz them up in the blender, and this is to kind of bind your mixture together. The banana is very important. This is take 2 for today. We already made a batch because I thought, oh, banana's not very Christmassy, let's just leave out the banana and use extra apple. Yeah, it didn't work. The banana is very important. And you're also going to need a sort of treat thing to decorate with, and we've just chopped up some cranberries because they're nice and Christmassy.
You could have currants, raisins, sultanas, all that kind of thing. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that's another thing you could use.
Pretty much anything to use to decorate at the end.
I would say any dry fruit would be good.
Yeah, I'd say probably dried fruits or vegetables would be the best. Or dried meat if you're making it.
Dried currant?
Yeah, dried currant. Or dried meats if you're doing it for cats or dogs. In this one, the apple is also interchangeable. You can use pretty much any other fruit as long as it's not something that's particularly dry because you're using it to make the actual mix. It's sort of like a juicy fibrous fruit like apples, pears.
Fibrous being the key word there.
Yeah, something fibrous to kind of bind it. But the banana is very important. The 1/4 of banana you really can't do without, and 1/4 of another piece of fruit. So what you want to do is take your fruit mix and your dry mix, and you want to mix them together in a bowl. So once you've mixed up your mixes, you're going to want to fire them in the fridge just so they firm up a little bit. I'd say for a good sort of half an hour, just so they chill down and they firm up and kind of all sort of bond together a little bit. So we're going to go put them in the fridge. Our mixes have been chilling for about half an hour now, and now you're going to need some baking trays, and you're going to want your treat decoration or fruit or vegetables or meat, whatever you're deciding to use. And what we're going to do now is like roll these into little treat size balls and put them on our trays. So that is us. We've rolled the treats up into a little ball, and we've used the cranberries to decorate each. Any treat that you like or fruit to go on the top. So now you want to fire these back in the fridge for a little while, just again so they sort of firm up a bit. You don't need to do it too long this time, 10-15 minutes. Basically however long it takes for your oven to heat up, I'd say. So as they're doing that, you want to preheat your oven. Over here we are Celsius, so you want to go between 180 to 200 depending if you're fan assisted or not. And over in America and Canada you are Fahrenheit, so you want to go, I believe, between 320 and 350, again depending if you are fan assisted or not. So once they are in the oven you want to bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes. Some of the larger ones, like the guinea pig ones, they may take a little bit longer because they are larger. They were a little bit harder to do. They weren't, mixture wasn't quite sticky enough. so I had to add a little bit of water and they were a bit difficult to put together. You want to fire these in the fridge, and then after 15-20 minutes while your oven's preheating, then pop them in the oven for 15-20 minutes, possibly a little bit longer. So here are the treats. They've been out the oven for a good hour or so now, so they've had a good chance to cool down. These are some of the guinea pig ones, and here are some of the cat ones, and here are some of the hamster ones. And they turned out really nicely using banana this time, unlike the first time where I thought, oh, banana's not Christmassy, I'll do it without banana. That was really stupid. But as for the apple, you could basically use pretty much any other fruit within reason. Obviously nothing too watery, nothing citrusy. And for your topping, you can use anything you like. So you can make it seasonal if you want. A bit of strawberry for Valentine's Day or something.
Yeah.
But the pellets and the pellets and the banana are the two most important things for making this work. So we will add some footage on the end of this with us giving the treats to the pets and see what they like. But before we go, we'd just like to thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the Furry Friendzy channel and to our personal channels. All the links are below, and there's Facebook links below if you want to join us on Facebook. And thank you so much for watching.
Bye now.